Hey nobodies, how is going? If you are interested in creating music using artificial intelligence, you have two options. The first is to work with raw audio, such as Jukebox or Harmony, or the Google Music LM platform. And because these networks are trained with raw audio, it can take up tons of space in your memory. To train them, you'll need a beefy computer with some serious muscle. The second, which happens to be my personal favorite, is the symbolic approach, which involves working with MIDI files. MIDIs don't hog up too much space in your memory. That means training AI networks with them is a breeze. Since we're all about being on the go, this video is all about creating some sweet tunes with the help of artificial intelligence and MIDIs. So let's get grooving. Welcome to
This MIDI does not exist.
MIDI is short for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, or as I like to call it, the secret code that makes your synths and computers talk to each other. Back in the 80s, there was a problem. Everyone was making digital music gear, but they all spoke different languages. It was like a bad game of musical chairs, but instead of chairs, it was incompatible hardware. So, the big brains of the music tech world got together and came up with a solution: MIDI. It was a lofty goal, to create a language that could communicate all the features of a musical performance digitally. But these tech wizards were up for the challenge, even if it meant defining all kinds of complex musical behavior in a way that 1980s technology could handle. It was like trying to teach your grandma how to text in Chinese. But despite the challenges, they did it. In 1982, the MIDI standard was born, and the music world would never be the same. And now, we can thank the gods of music tech, Ikutaro Kakahashi and Dave Smith, for their brilliance in developing MIDI. They even got technical Grammy Awards in 2013 for their efforts. It's about time, guys. Some years later, the 90s arrive. Oh, the good old 90s. Back then, every website was chock full of animated GIFs and MIDIs, and boy was it a wild time. But you know what's even wilder? The fact that we can still find some of those MIDIs online today, just a few clicks away. And here's the kicker. MIDIs are super lightweight, so you can store thousands of them on even the tiniest storage device.
But wait, MIDIs? MIDIs sound awful.
Hold your horses, partner. You might think MIDI sounds like a cat stuck in a blender, but let me set the record straight. MIDI is not actually sound, it's a language. The MIDI specification simply tells your synthesizer what instrument to use, what notes to play, how long to hold them, and other cool stuff like tempo and lyrics. And you know what? AI models are pretty darn good at learning languages. Let's take a look at some exciting tools that allow us to incorporate MIDI into our AI projects. The first tool I'd like to introduce is Basic Pitch, a free audio to MIDI converter developed by Spotify that can detect pitch bends. It's a powerful tool for converting raw audio to MIDI. For instance, let's assume we have an audio recording of a John Coltrane gig that features only an upright bass and a piano. Yeah, we have a loop and it is beautiful. We can effortlessly convert this audio into MIDI by simply uploading the file to Basic Pitch, and voila, it will be converted to MIDI in no time. Beautiful roads sound, guys. We press the download button and we have a MIDI file to play.
Yeah, but what do I do with that file?
Well, you have to use a DAW, a digital audio workstation. There are many on the market. My favorite is Ableton Live. We simply load the file on a MIDI track, assign an instrument to it, and it will play it. And the good thing is that it can be any instrument. But let me show you another tool to work with MIDIs and AI, MuseNet. It's a super smart neural network that can whip up 4-minute music tracks using 10 different instruments and mix and match styles from country to Mozart to the Beatles. MuseNet was definitely a cool tool, but sadly it's not working anymore. Who knows? Maybe the folks at OpenAI are tinkering with it, or it's just been deprecated. But fret not, we've got another great option for you. Magenta Studio is a collection of music plugins built on Magenta's open source tools and models. They use cutting-edge machine learning techniques for music generation. Continue uses AI to create new music that follows your original melody or drum beat. It can add up to 32 measures of new material, making it perfect for spicing up your tracks. To use it, just upload your file and click Generate. Easy peasy. Generate creates a 4-bar melody without any input from you. Simply select your output folder, Choose the number of variations in temperature and hit generate. It's perfect for getting past creative blocks or sparking new ideas. Generate uses a trained VAE to produce unique combinations of melodies and rhythms. No input file needed. Just sit back and let the AI do the work. Interpolate lets you blend two drum beats or melodies together to create up to 16 new files. It uses a VAE to map MIDI files to a compressed space where similar patterns are grouped together. Interpolate draws a line between your two input files and generates new files along that line. Just make sure your input files are less than 4 measures and the same length. Perfect for merging ideas or creating smooth transitions. Groove adds a realistic human feel to your drum patterns by adjusting timing and velocity. Unlike other plugins that use humanize functions, Groove uses a neural network trained on 15 hours of real drummer performances. The network predicts unquantized beats, similar to Google's language translation but for drum patterns. To use Groove, just upload your drum beat MIDI file and let the AI do the rest. It creates a new file with a natural human feel. Drumify creates grooves based on the rhythm of any input. Whether you have a melody, bass line, or drum pattern, Drumify can generate a drum accompaniment to match. It's trained on a dataset of real drum performances and maps from rhythm to performance, extracting timing details and creating a groove. How about we turn our Coltrane's MIDI file into a hot, groovy beat that'll make your head bop and your feet move? We add the MIDI to Drumify, and boom! We have a drum MIDI. Add to your DAW and assign some sick drum sounds to really bring it to life. Oh my gosh. Nice. But a little robotic, isn't it? Why don't we add the drum MIDI to Groove and make it more human, like a real drummer? Wowza, check it out. This funky fresh beat was made entirely with the power of AI. How cool is that? Are you as blown away as I am? And Google Magenta has other projects like the Music Transformer, which used to have a really fun Google Colab notebook, but like OpenAI's MuseNet, it's also not working. What's going on with these awesome MIDI projects of artificial intelligence? Why aren't they getting more attention? Psst, but guess what? You can totally listen to some sick MIDIs created by Magenta's Music Transformer on this dope website. And if you dig one of them, you can download it and use it in your own tracks. Seriously, check out how fire this one is. Oh my gosh, have you heard this song? It's so beautiful. And now check out the latest project in this video, guys. It's called Los Angeles Music Composer, and it's seriously mind-blowing. I provide you with all the information in the description of this video. All you gotta do is run the cells of this Colab notebook, cell by cell. Then upload the Coltrane MIDI or the MIDI you want to continue. Add the path here, and boom. These crazy powerful neural networks take over and generate a whole new continuation of our music that we can jam and groove to forever. It's pure musical wizardry, my friends. Wowza, what a day, my amigos. We had an absolute blast. If you guys know of any other tools that can generate MIDI with AI, hit me up in the comments below. I can't wait to show you more fun stuff that AI can do. Adios, amigos.